everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today for this plan with me for February 13th through 19th. I think that's the week we're in. I am so confused because everything is going by so fast and I have been so extremely busy that time is just going by faster than I'd like. At any rate, if you are here for the first time, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. For all the amazing people who've been following me for a while, hi. I hope you guys have been well this past week, and I'm excited to jump in and do this plan with me. All right, so we are in the brown pocket wide Eternal Leather Goods TN cover. It has 4 strands for those who are new and don't follow me or know what I use. Let's jump in because I need to get this uploaded. It has been a crazy weekend and I will chat with you about it as we go. So let's just jump into the dailies. So if you recall, for February, we did this really beautiful neutral. It was the Tombow 992. And then we decided to do the florals, which I think is gorgeous. But if you remember in the beginning of the year when we talked about doing this, we said that we would be doing 2 colors a month, like alternating between 2 colors. So the second week of February, we went with this pink. I can't remember which pink. I think we went with 761 or 723. I can't remember which one. But we went with the pinks and then we added the brown washi and we kept the floral theme going. One of you mentioned that you liked the brown better because it made the florals pop. I agree with you 100%. So I'm super excited to go back to that brown neutral color and then add in the florals because I do believe it makes the pink florals pop way more. So let's dive in because yet again, I'm recording this on a Monday morning because my weekend has been so slammed. I'm not a Super Bowl girl, so other than watching the halftime show, I couldn't care less who won that game. At any rate, it was just a busy weekend, and so here I am, frazzled to have started my Monday or started the week without it being decorated and set for me to be able to write into. I am 1000% a functional planner. I am a visual person. I've always been a visual person. Yes, I have my appointments and things on my phone, but I tend to get really busy and I just ignore the alarms that tell me that I have an appointment or tell me that I need to do something. A paper planner for me, they're my lifeline. I like to have things that I can touch and feel and see. I'm a paper person. So for me, this is just what works, and not having it set up for the week drives me mad, like genuinely drives me mad. So, oh yeah, let's stop and take a look at my new, I decided to go with pinks and red to kind of go more with, because I had reds, if you remember. I'm learning. I so recommend the gel kit that I got. So I love my nails. I have it on my Amazon store if you want to see the ones that I got. I absolutely love it. I don't know why it took me so long to jump on the bandwagon of gel nails, but there we are. Okay, let's jump in. Let's go to Sunday. There's Sunday the 19th. Let's just put our girl there to make sure that I don't go further than I'm supposed to. We're gonna do 992 and then we have florals and everything ready to go for our weekly setup. So let's just jump right in, shall we? Last week I shared my weight loss journey and so many of you kind of responded to that, which I felt was so amazing. Yeah, I just feel like it's a struggle for a lot of us, especially as we get older. It feels like we are stuck in the bodies that we are in and we kind of give up, and my depression was so bad. But there's hope and you can do it. It's never too late. And it really makes you feel amazing. Like I feel amazing. So what I did this week was go to, what I did yesterday was go to a really high-end thrift store that I like to go to in the first place. So back in the day, somehow I got into selling things on Poshmark. I just loved it. It was like fun. The hunt of finding things was fun. And at that time I found this particular thrift store in a high end of Sausalito, and I would find things like Patagonia jackets and North Face rare, you know, vintage jackets, and then I would turn around and sell them. And it's not that I needed the money, because when I say that I have an amazing job and I make a lot of money, I do. I'm very blessed and lucky that I have a really amazing job and I get paid very well. However, I like thrifting. Like, I like going to thrift stores and finding these amazing things and then going around and selling them and making money. It's just fun, and I would just do that as a spending. It would be my play money, right? Whatever I made would be my play money. Let me get my coffee really quick. And so I kind of found places that were amazing to go and find, you know, these high-end cities near my boss's house have amazing things. Like again, I would find North Face, Patagonia. And anyway, so I did that a few years back. Well, when I started to lose the weight, and now that I'm kind of in between a size 8 and a size 10, I think I told you guys last week that I went and spent a few $100s on some really good jeans, and I absolutely love these jeans. I feel so good in these jeans, and they're actually a little bit loose, which my kids were laughing at me like I should have waited until I was like in a size 8 for sure. But I'm just gonna get a belt, I don't care. Anyways, the point of the story is, now that I've kind of built my capsule wardrobe, I gave myself $2,000 to spend on myself for new clothes, because I haven't bought myself clothes in a really long time. And so at any rate, I didn't even go through any of that. I think so far I've spent like $800. But here's why. I found a t-shirt that I really love, and then I got it in black and white and gray. I bought some cashmere sweaters, really light, beautiful cashmere sweaters. I think my jeans were the most expensive, to be honest. But all this to say is that yesterday I was gonna make nachos and stuff for my son, because he and my mom were the only ones who came over to watch the Super Bowl game. Again, I could care less about the Super Bowl game. I was more concerned about watching the halftime show with Rihanna, because I think she's a queen. And my point is, I was like, something in me said, go to this really expensive, you know, thrift store. You need to go today. So I was like, you know what? I'm dressed. The Super Bowl is not going to be for a few hours. I called my mom. She lives in senior living. I said, hey, I'm picking you up. Let's go to the thrift store in Sausalito. So we go. We take off. And I had an idea of what I'm telling you, this Emily Whitley girl was like, don't spend money on random things. Have a list of what you need to complete your wardrobe. Oh man, that little thing is gonna drive me insane. I got this cream tape that I absolutely love. It's perfect for the pocket Moleskine. I will leave the link on my Amazon store, because it's under my planner thing. It is the best, and it's perfect for the color of the Moleskine paper. So anyways, I had a list of like things I needed. Like I needed a cardigan, a cream cardigan, or camel color, black cardigan, gray cardigan. Like I have all the basics now, but I needed like layering pieces. All right, let me interrupt myself here and get our words. Let's start going. Luckily, it was Sunday, and there was not a lot of people at this thrift store because of the Super Bowl, which was a benefit, which is kind of why my brain was like, let's go today, because I knew that everybody would be at their families having a party. And so I decided, okay, we're gonna go. So we went. There was hardly anybody there because this place is so high end that when I typically go with my mom, like it is insane. Like there's so many people and they're like grabbing everything and then deciding if it fits them or not. So there was nobody there. There was maybe 5 people there. So I was able to go through stuff and like really take my time. Girl, let me tell you, did I find some gems? I found everything on my list that I was looking for, the cardigans, cashmere cardigans, and found 2 gorgeous jackets. Well, they're like, I wouldn't say they're jackets. They're called, what do people call them? Coatigans, because they're like coat/cardigans. A really beautiful black one, which oddly enough is just like the Emily Whitley one that she has. And I found another jacket that I absolutely love. It's like a long coat and it was a size small. And I thought, well, I looked at the brand and I'm like, well, I know I didn't even try it on. I just saw that it was a size small and my brain already told me like it's not for me. But I loved it so much that I thought I'm getting it no matter what, because if it's a small and my daughter likes it, my child, then she could have it. I would buy it. It was only $20, but it was a $500 jacket or coat rather. And I thought, well, if she doesn't want it, then I would just sell it on Poshmark and I'll make money off of it because I only paid $20. Look at what happened. I'm looking at this notes. Do you see the S is cut? Can you see? Let me see if I can. The S is cut off, so I'm not going to be able to use those. Boo. All right, let's stick with the ones up top that are cut correctly. Anyway, so when I got home, I took the items that I could wash on a gentle cycle, and then I took the items that I needed to dry clean. I separated them out so I can take them to the dry cleaners this week. But that jacket that was a small that I really loved, it was a navy jacket with some beautiful camel like striping. I was like, you know what, let me just try it on. Like, it doesn't hurt to try it on before I decide, if Belle decides she's gonna want it or not. And it fit me. I was so happy. I was jumping for joy. Not only did it fit me well, it was like a little loose so I can wear like a hoodie underneath. It was gorgeous. I'm in love with it. So like I said, I probably purchased $1,500 worth of clothes for $90. This is why I like thrift stores, because especially this specific thrift store, because it's a super high-end things, like super high-end. It's bonkers that people will spend that much money on things. And so I was thrilled. I got everything off my list that I was like specifically looking for. I'm sorry that this is another video about like clothing, but I just want to share with you, like, it's so amazing that all the work that I put into losing weight and going from being so depressed and having that mentality that, you know, nothing that you try on fits right, and hiding your body and all these things that I was facing, to get to the point where I am now, you know, almost, I don't know, 13 months in, 14 months in, and to feel good about my body. It's like you're rediscovering yourself all over again. I'm going back to the way that I used to dress before I started hiding my body and wearing, you know, things that to try to be invisible, if that makes sense. And now, listen, I still wear black. I've always loved black as the primary color for my clothing, and white and grays and camels. I've always been that minimalistic kind of color palette for clothing. I'm not like flashy or anything like that. I've never been flashy. I think that's why, you know, people ask. I have close friends of mine who tell me, like, you make so much money. Like, you could go buy this stuff at retail. Like, it's not like you can't afford this stuff. And it's not about being able to afford it. It's about being sensible with your money, which I grew up super poor, you guys. Like, I grew up on a migrant labor camp. My dad worked for the same vineyard for 45 years. I didn't know we were poor because my parents made us feel like we were the richest people on the earth. Oh no, what happened there? Oh, something's going on with this thing, because look at that rip. Either the silhouette didn't cut correctly. But we're just gonna keep going and hope it doesn't. Yeah, I noticed that. Well, that one's a little wonky. We'll see. Anyways, it's not about not having money. It's about, because I was raised, I knew we were poor. I knew that we didn't have what other people had. Let's put it that way, I guess. And so I grew up wanting to make sure that I had, and that my kids always had, which we do. But I'm not gonna spend, oh, these are not cut correctly, and it's gonna drive me nuts. Noelia, just accept that it's not perfect. Nobody's gonna tell. Okay, I'm gonna try not to fixate on it. It's so hard. So, can I spend money on this stuff and not have it ding me in any way? Yeah, I can, but do I want to do that? No. I'd rather save that money and have it in my bank account. And like I said, I bought $1,500 worth of stuff. Like, these are major name brand items that I found. I was so lucky. And I asked the girl, I'm like, has nobody picked through this stuff today? She's like, oh, it's been really quiet and we put a lot of stuff out today. So like, my instinct of going, so good. So good. Thank God I went. I'm so happy. So I basically got everything off my list. I think the only thing that I'm missing is a white button-down shirt, like an oversized boyfriend kind of white button-down shirt. And so I'm gonna try to look for that. And a black kind of blazer. And my boss, she recommended a Veronica Beard blazer. And I was like, do I want to spend that much money on a Veronica Beard blazer? I don't know. I probably will not. Okay, sorry for all the crazy fashion talk, but like I said, that's what's going on in my life right now. I've been like, it's a major thing mentally to accept my body for what it is right now. So I think that's why I'm so excited to get new clothes and share that experience. But listen, if you live somewhere where there's a lot of affluent people, go thrifting. I find so many cool things thrifting. Like, I absolutely, we're supposed to put washi first. Let's go back and put washi. I like putting washi first because then it kind of guides me on where the florals are gonna go. So we're just gonna have to do washi before our, sorry, I'm all over the place, guys, because I'm late doing this. And you know how I struggle with the washi game here. So we're just gonna put little pieces here and there and everywhere and just pray that it works out. Okay. I think maybe because of how I'm ripping it, that the edges are puckering. Let me see if I can smooth it out with the tweezers. There we go. That's a little better. So that is my recommendation. If you have a really nice thrift store near you, I would 1,000,000% recommend that you go to it, because more often than not, you're gonna find, I don't like that there. Let's cut it in half. You're gonna find something, you know, and you got, I think for me, the reason why it works for me, or why I do well in these little places, is because when I was doing Poshmark, I would watch a lot of videos of other people talking about their thrift store finds, and they would say, look out for this brand. This is a super high-end brand, and look out. And we're not talking like Gucci or Chanel or like Veronica Beard, things that you would know just because they're all over the media and you know that these are like high-end brands. We're talking about the high-end brands that people really don't talk about, like White and Warren, or, you know, I don't know, I can't think of them right now, but there's a lot of high-end brands that people don't know about. And so when they're going through the thrift store and looking at clothes, they're not, before I used to be like, oh, I can tell the quality of the piece just by touching it. I would know it was cashmere. I would know, you know, this, that, or the other. And then I started watching this stuff for Poshmark, for my Poshmark business, when I was selling things, so that when I would go to thrift stores to find things, and it was all about the hunt. Like, I would love it just because it was all about the hunt. And so, yeah, and so I started learning about certain brands because of Poshmark and what I was trying to find, so that I could resell it and make a ton of money, which I did. It was such a fun thing to do at the time. Okay, now we're done with washi. Let's go and move into the florals. I guess all this to say that you don't have to spend a lot of money on good quality items. If you're open to, you know, going to a thrift store, and like I said, I think before you go, you should 1000% watch a video on like name brands, things that you don't really know, and then go, and then you can like look at what you need. And some things aren't going to be name brand. Like, I found a cute gray cardigan that 1000% wasn't name brand, but it fit me so well and it looked so freaking adorable. I was like, I'm totally buying this, like 100%. Like, I am not going to not take this. And then there's pieces like those $500 jackets that I just lucked out on because nobody was there. So I don't know. Maybe it's the poor little girl in me who refuses to spend money on like name brand stuff at retail. Maybe it's the frugal part of me. I don't know, but I'm okay with the judgment by it, because it's not, I think that when my friend and I were talking about it, she's like, but you're wearing other people's clothes. I'm like, hello, a lot of these things are like super high end. I go get them dry cleaned. Like, it's not, you know, I don't know what she thinks about it, but there is judgment. She's like, aren't you afraid of judgment? I'm like, no, I really don't care what people think about the clothes I wear. I wear them, especially now that I've lost the weight, I wear them because it makes me feel good, not because I care what people think. And not just that, but it's like, you can find amazing things, like no joke, amazing things. I feel like I need one up here somewhere, so let's get a small one maybe. So at any rate, I think you should try it. If you have a really nice high-end location near you, you should try it. I'm gonna cut this in half because clearly I'm having an issue. Yeah, so I found amazing things and I'm super happy about it. I cannot wait to get them dry cleaned and get to wear them. So happy, so happy. Let's do one of these. Sorry if this chit-chatting is so boring because it's like a rerun of last week, but I just wanted to share how much fun I had yesterday and how lucky I was that everybody was at the Super Bowl watching the Super Bowl while I was getting the top picks of clothing. So fun. So fun. I had such a good time with my mom. All right, we're in the last 2 days, guys. Last 2 days of florals. Doesn't this neutral look so freaking amazing? I just love it. It's just, yes, one of you amazing followers of mine, subscribers, mentioned that you liked the tan better than the pink. I agree with you 1000%. One of the things about my planner is it's all about functionality. Like, this is the reason why I like to decorate on the weekend so that the rest of the week, all I'm using this for is for functional planning purposes. It's not, you know, I don't use a lot of big, you know, stickers. I was doing that. If you look this week, I was playing around with it back here. Like, the florals here look gorgeous, but as I went on, I started to like put these big stickers, and I still like them. Don't get me wrong. I do like having, you know, cute stickers like these little weather stickers, this little girl, but I didn't want to feel obligated to fill in areas with stickers. That's not the purpose of this specific planner, or any of my planners for that matter. I like just being able to write things and have it already be kind of decorated so that I'm drawn to my pages and not have to feel like I have to put a bunch of stickers to make me feel like, you know, this is a planner. So I guess my point is that by decorating in this minimal style that I like, it allows for me to just use it in the most functional manner during the week, which is, you know, why I have planners in the first place. It's, for me, like I said, I have anxiety and I suffer from OCD. And for me, having things written down and, you know, something that I can visually see helps me tremendously. So we're going to go off topic a little bit. I see people who have all kinds of different stickers and they just write anywhere on the page, and I love it. I love it. I watch these videos on YouTube and I'm like, I love that they can just place anything anywhere. It's just like people with their desks. Like, I see videos and Instagram photos of people's desks with like all kinds of organizers on it. I cannot do that. Mentally, my brain won't allow me to be scattered like that. This is why I can't have a lot of stuff on my desk. If there's too much chaos on my desk, it distracts me from what I'm trying to do. On my day-to-day life, my desk has to be completely empty. I can't have a busy spread. I just wish I could, because I see these videos, there's no structure. It's just like whatever they want, they place it. And I'm like, I'm so jealous of you, because my brain cannot do that. It just can't. And so this is why I know a lot of people say, oh, I love your setup. And it's a setup not just for the beauty of how it looks, but my brain has to see it broken down this way and balanced out. Otherwise, I get lost in the distraction of it as opposed to what it's supposed to be doing for me, which is help me function through my day and plan my day. So I know that's kind of a weird description, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's just how my brain works. And I'm okay with it because it works for me. At any rate, here we go. We are we have the third week going. We have these beautiful browns. We have this beautiful white and gold washi. All these washis that are these checkered I got them on Amazon. I love the set. They have beautiful colors. You can go to my Amazon store and check that out if you want. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. The brown against these pinks is just perfection. So pretty. Okay, so there's our week. Now let's fill in the blanks. We don't have a lot going on. I say we don't have a lot going on because we have some appointments going on, but the majority is work. I am like slammed with work. So as soon as I finish this video, I am going to jump into work mode. I'm not going to edit this till tonight and probably won't put it up until later tonight. So it's going to be a little late. I'm so sorry, but I have to work. I have to pay the bills. So here, I'm just going to put, my child had no school today, which was nice. I got to kind of sleep in. And our priority was a doctor appointment. All right, so 9:15 Kaiser, and then we have that canceled. We had another appointment today, but that canceled. I need to do banking. I need to do reels today. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. I need to do YouTube edit today and hopefully put this up. All right, and then we're gonna go Tuesday. I don't think, I have to go drop off the dry cleaning. So I went to go drop off my son's coat at the dry cleaning, and the girls were just so adorable. And she's like, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. She's like, if you come on Tuesdays, you can bring 5 things for $25. She's like, because right now you dropped off this coat and it's gonna cost you like $25 just for the coat. So I was like, okay, I will come back. And now that I went thrifting and found all these like super beautiful pieces that can only be dry cleaned, that's gonna save my life. I'm not gonna be spending a gajillion dollars on dry cleaning. Okay, Jay has a Zoom call and that's until 1:30. We need to discuss counselor review for Jay. I do banking every day, as you guys know. Anyways, after going to the thrift store yesterday, I was like, should I go back to selling things on Poshmark? Because it's so fun to go hunting, like to find these like super expensive rare items, and some are vintage that you can just make a ton of money selling online. I'm like, do I want to? Oh no, did I put this on the wrong day? I did put this on the wrong day. So now we're gonna use our handy dandy little cream guy. Can you tell? I love it because you can tell because of the glare of the ring light, but you can't tell when you have it. So that's okay. The appointment is here at 1:30. Zoom call, pay, and then I have my lashes on Friday. And it's a payday. If you remember, I put this little payday sticker on every payroll day so that when I see it as I'm planning, I know that I need to budget. So like tomorrow will probably be a budget day where I just make sure that everything that's supposed to be paid online or auto pay, I just structure it out so that I know what needs to be paid, how much goes into savings, etc., etc. And I think that's it. I will be doing a video on that soon, hopefully. I need to get my garden in order, you guys. I need to get my garden in order. Let's see, maybe Wednesday, I try to make that a priority. It's just been so cold and I've been so busy. Garden seedlings. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here we go with this week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's do banking because I do that every day. I just like to have it there. All right, so that is this week. We went back from this pink, this beautiful pink color, back to the neutral that we had for February. And it's just absolutely stunning. I'm telling you that the tan just works so well with these pinks. Okay, so that, my friends, is our plan with me for February 13th through 19th. And she is the happy girl that we're finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for my rambling on fashion this week. I'm sure this will be the last one. I appreciate you joining me today. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. That will help my channel so much. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate every single one of you and can't wait to be with you next week. I will talk to you later. Bye.